Welcome to class. My name is Veronica. If this is the first time you're watching this video, please go to the introduction of the restorative movement and watch the guidelines, the material that we're using, the advices. So for today's class, we're using a chair and just one blanket. You can use a full body towel, and the material is going to be always in the comments of the video. So for this class, we're going to do something that's called repetition for mindfulness. We practice a lot mindfulness, which is the ability to be aware and present fully in this moment and in this place. So it's a very important tool that we use for this program, to be very here, very now, feeling the body, being aware of where we are and aware of our emotions, etc. So through repetition, we do a lot of things, which is recognizing from our memories for what we have repeated, what are the good things, the healthy things, and the not good things, the not healthy things, the unsafety habits. So because we want to be very consistent with our habits, with our routine, with our good practices in this program, and consistency and repetition is something that we need in this program. We really need to repeat the healthy habits. So in this practice, we're going to be repeating one series that's going to be kind of increasing in its intensity. So what I want you to do is to feel where is the safe range of movement, the safe intensity, and where is the unsafety range of movement, the painful intensity, and the do nots, the not go there versus the do go there. It can actually changes from it was good but then not anymore, and it was tight or stiff but then it comes soft and then it's a do. So what we want to achieve is to being able to recall, to access into our memories, and have the ability to remember what are the good things, the safety habits versus the ones that are not. That is something very important in mindfulness, and we improve this through repetition. So I hope it's making sense. Let me know, of course, by email how this practice went for you, and let's get started.
Life is a winding road.
So you're going to be starting seated at the edge of the chair. Lots of you know this series as a self-salutation. I'm going to just call it a salutation. Place your hands in your chest. Spread your feet hip width apart. Start feeling your breath. And we're going to begin with a greeting, with actually a salutation. And you can choose here if you're deciding to salute, to greet your body, your conscience, your breath. You can also address this greeting to something that is external. The sun, the sky, the air. Some of you would like to address God. Maybe just bring your beliefs. Maybe you feel more comfortable greeting your breath. And all along this practice, I want you to please being in contact with the intention of greeting this thing or this experience that you're choosing right now to salute. And we're going to be starting slow with more detail and in a very soft version of this series. And we're going to be repeating twice that same version, and the next time we're going to be kind of increasing either the intensity or the range. So the most important thing here is that you're going to choose where to stay. You're going to be feeling lots of options, and then you're going to be deciding this is the best option, the safest option, safest posture or movement that I can find in this series. And then I'm going to repeat it and repeat it, and just be aware how maybe it changes. What we want is to print a memory whenever we need, we can recall, and being aware mindfully that we know what is safe and healthy versus what is not. So let's start just by lifting up our arms with a long deep breath in, long inhalation. Try to stretch both sides of your torso evenly. Really press your feet down, and as you exhale, you're going to place your elbows on your thighs and just dangle your head, feeling the neck soft, resting, maybe gazing your belly. And with your next inhalation, you're going to straighten your back, lengthening your back, feeling that the coccyx points backwards, a little bit maybe upwards. And then you can gaze up, or if that's too much, just forward. With your next exhalation, you're going to take your hands to the sides of the chair, wherever you have found that it's best for you. And now we're going to do an extension. So this is like arching your back as best as possible. Remember, we are finding those spots, and if it's a no, it's okay. Just do not go that intense. Do not arch that much until you found a yes. So it's arching the spine, but it's also opening the chest, rotating both shoulders way to the back, shoulder blades reaching your spine. And maybe your neck goes all the way up. So it's opening here the chest, the belly. And with the next exhalation, have your hands over your thighs and round your spine. This is a not very deep round. Just a place where you can go inwards, listening to the breath. And then we're going to kind of reverse the whole series, but starting from the elbows and the lengthening of your spine. Inhaling here, shoulders pressing far from the ears. And exhale, round the spine, dangling the head. This is the softest version of this salutation series. And come up with your hands reaching to the sky, both sides of your torso, stretching. Inhale and exhale back into the center, to the beginning, to your intention. What are you saluting to? What are you greeting? In touch with your breath. And we're going to repeat this a little bit faster. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, elbows to thighs, dangling head, maybe tip of your fingers together. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Option 1, gazing forward. Option 2, gazing up. And with exhalation, moving, transitioning hands to the sides of your chair. And as you inhale now, this is the extension. So coccyx backwards, opening chest, maybe joining The chin joins the movement, maybe not. And then exhale, rounding the spine, not too deep, just in a way you can exhale, hands to your thighs. And here you're going to breathe for one long, deep inhalation, long, deep exhalation, and reversing, starting from the lengthening. Inhale, keep feeling that the spine becomes longer. Exhale, softening the movement, dangling the head, gazing inwards to the belly, and then come up. So this is the very first, the softest option of this series. Inhaling deeply up and exhaling back to the center. We're going to repeat so you can stay there. You know some movements. If going a bit deeper, further, it's a no, then come back to what you found in this first series, that it's a do, that it's a yes. So inhale up. This time, hands down over the feet or by the feet. Same thing, dangling the head. Inhale, you can leave the hands on the floor or grab your shins. And exhale, transitioning hands to the back. Maybe you want to reach the very back of the seat of the chair. Maybe not. Look for places in the middle. There's many options in the middle. Stop just finding two options. You have many in the middle. Inhale, extending here, and exhale, resting in a medium round spine for one breath. Long, deep breath in. And exhale. And let's reverse the series, starting from fingers, tip of your fingers in the floor. Inhale. This is a straight back, flat back. And exhale comes the rounding, remember? Dangling the head, facing the belly. Here we are deepening. But remember what was the softest version of this pose. Inhale all the way up. And exhale to the center, to that intention, very inspirational, what we're greeting for again. And let's repeat this with less instructions, with less cues. Inhale up. Exhale to the floor. Press your belly in, gazing backwards. Inhale, flat, back, gazing forward or up for a deeper version. Exhale, transitioning. Inhale, here comes the arch. Find the right place to be. Recall, print that memory, because we want to have the ability to remember that. Exhale, resting, have a rounded spine. And inhale, tip of your fingers to the floor, maybe your shins. Exhale, stay here with your breath. This is not too complicated. Doesn't have to be something excited. We're not looking for any pleasure. Inhale, reaching up. We're looking for finding spots in the body, printing memories where we have the ability to choose from the safetiness to the unsafetiness. That is that is a part of the mindfulness. Okay, so those are going to be your two options using the chair. Let's do a third one. I'll show you a third one. Inhale up. And exhale. This time you're going to straight your legs as possible, as much as possible as you go down. So here we're putting in a stretch of the legs, fingertips on the floor, and relaxing the torso as you feel that the toes are drawing up to the sky, to the ceiling. And here you can find a stretch on the hamstrings. Inhale, you can either have hands on the floor or maybe over your toes, getting a little bit of balance. And exhale, transitioning. Place your feet back down. Inhale, the extension. Exhale, softening and just dangling maybe the hands. It's a little moment to rest. Remember, we don't have to do everything that we have in our mind. It's very important to have moments of pause, of a break, a space, a quiet time. Inhale, let's start from the flatten back, straight back, maybe eyes rolling up. And exhale, relaxing. You can help yourself with the floor again. This is a straightening that we want to feel in the legs. Inhale, again, feet, soles back down, reaching up. And exhale to the center again, to the intention. Why am I repeating this? If you have something else that you want to bring in the class as an intention, go ahead. So you can leave the chair there if you feel that you're going to need it. But as we are kind of increasing the intensity, let's see if you're able to not use a chair. For the ones that are ready to not use a chair, then let's go ahead. So inhale, hands up. Micro bending the knees, and as we are warming up the body, you're going to be straightening the legs, but we're starting with the knees bent, and here dangling the head. Inhale, flatten the back. Again, you can use your chin, but the focus is completely on flattening the back, maybe eyes to the front or up, so we are bringing all the energy to the crown of the head, and the coccyx is pointing up. Exhale, bend your knees, hands on the floor, the all fours, or the tabletop pose. So inhale into the cow pose, hips facing to the sun, and exhale into the cat pose, rounding the spine for sleeping, quiet cat. And exhale, we're going to go into our knees. This can be a bow pose, a child's pose. You can name this. You don't have to stick to any label, especially names of poses that maybe are not, you're not feeling comfortable with the name. So just name the pose as you want. You choose, you're responsible. Very good. And now we are reversing. But we're going to start from the straightened back. Remember, from the flat back. So we are standing up here. Take your time. Your feet hip width apart all the time. And let's flat the back. Use your own legs, your shin bones, and your elbows pressing up far from the ears, so you can actually press your entire arms and allow the back to grow taller or longer as you straighten it. And then bend your knees and come into the forward fold, or name the posture. Sometimes I like the towel, the rag, something that hangs. So from the torso to the crown of your head, the arms, everything is hanging, but from the heels to the glutes, everything is growing up. Inhale, come to standing. Bend your knees in that transition, so you have the power of your legs. And exhale, come back to the center. So you can actually see how everything's very almost the same than in the chair in terms of the core of the posture and the transitions. If you want to go back to the chair, you can follow me even though I'm standing. Let's repeat this. Inhale. So we're not looking for anything fancy, remember. Exhale, bend your knees to get into the intensity. As much as you bend your knees, you're going to soften. As much as you want to straighten your knees, you're going to stretch the hamstrings. So choose wisely. Inhale. Now another little version is you can use the tip of your fingers on the floor as we did it on the chair. Same thing, press shoulders down. Observe. If this is too much, then use your shins. If that's too much, use your thighs. What we want is have the arms pressing down so we can do this kind of counter weight or counter strength to lengthen the spine. Bend your knees and let's go into the all fours. Inhale. Check if you want to go a little bit softer with this cow that has sitting bones, hips facing up. Same thing, open the chest as we did on the chair. And exhale, we're going to round into the cat. And then we are resting. So in the chair, we are not doing like a cat. We're going into a round spine. So let's go into the child pose here. Hips sitting on heels. It's the only one that we're kind of skipping in the chair because it's a very soft version. So from that extension, you just go into this resting. Okay, and let's remember again what was next. Get ready for standing up. So from your knees, step one foot forward and then the other. And from here, we are starting into the flat back. So inhale, straight a little bit more. Expose yourself to discomfort. Discomfort can be a yes, can be a safety place. And actually, comfort can be an unsafety place, can be a no, many times. So that's why we cannot relate comfort and pleasure to healthy habits. Inhale, not every time, and sometimes, most of the times, effort and discomfort are healthy habits. Most of the times. Exhale. Okay, let's increase a little bit more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. See how much you're going to bend the knees. Expose yourself to straightening those knees a little bit more. Dangling from the waist down and growing from the heels to the glutes. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, tabletop. Okay, so you can either stay on tabletop or you can go into a plank and then placing your knees down. Again, plank, placing knees down. So you're going to go into this extension for some of you. Inhale, the cow. But the next degree is exhale down, and we're not going to do the cat. But some of you, this is too much. So just do the cat, the rounding spine. And then exhale, everybody, we'll all go into hips to heels. Staying here for one breath. Checking in of how we're feeling. And now all fours, so we get ready to step forward. Both feet forward, hip width apart. And then inhale, flat back. Exhale, rounding. Checking if I can stretch a little bit more my hamstrings, straightening my knees. Inhale up. And exhale to the center, back to the intention, to the reason, to the cause, to the very cause, to the seed of what are we doing. And then let's bloom this intention. Inhale up. Let's repeat the same thing. Exhale down. Exhale, pressing the belly in. Empty your lungs. Inhale. You can hold yourself from the floor, from the chin bone, from the thigh. Very long spine here. And exhale. Let's go into those tables, into those planks. Inhale here, knees down. Inhale into the extension. Everybody is puffing the chest up. And exhale, some of you are going into the cat or bringing very slowly the body down very slowly until you can lay your belly on the floor and resting. One breath. Empty yourself, one thing at a time. And get ready. Exhale your body. Exhale your breath. And with your next inhalation, you step and you flat your back. Let's bound or put these movements together. And then with your exhalation, forward fold. And then inhale, grow, grow, grow. And then exhale back to the center. We're going to stay here for 2 very long breaths. So we want our blood flow to catch up. Sometimes we have our head in this kind of inversion, the head down. So we don't want to push the body too much. We want to have our blood pressure stable, neutral, not too high. So for the next rounds that we're increasing a little bit this, we're not going to be staying for that long into the forward fold, just very kind of quick. Inhale, come up, reach up, bend your knees, exhale down, but then straighten the legs a bit more. Inhale, flatten the back here. And exhale, table or plank. This is the transition in the chair when you place your hands back. And now inhale, instead of the cow, we're going to go into the cobra. Remember, do not label, do not identify yourself with labels, and just change the label of this pose if you don't like the name. Exhale, the cat. But we're going to go directly into the child pose here. And let's step our feet forward. Very easy. Do not rush it. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale. We're starting to repeat and identify the healthy places to be. We want to remember that. Inhale up, and then we're going to be moving gracefully with way more fluidity. Inhale, come up, and exhale. I'm going to add up a little element here. Inhale, flatten the back, and exhale into the strong plank, strong table. So inhale, let's do the extension. And exhale very slowly. Calm down. So we're starting to strengthen and engage the triceps here. Rest with the child pose. Long, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Get ready. Inhale, stepping both feet. Exhale, forward fold, inhale, grow. So you have many options here. We are stepping away from duality, from only having whites and blacks, no's or yes. We are actually seeing all the possibilities in between, but we are deciding what is a healthy and where is a not healthy place to be. Inhale, come up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flatten your back straight, let it longer. Transition. Some of you want to stay longer in a plank for intensity, but then you want to go maybe into a cobra, but the thighs are not touching the feet here. Inhale, this is going to be the most intense one. And as you exhale, knees down and very slowly have the exhalation, chest to the floor. With the next inhalation, pressing the floor as you go into the child pose, the bow pose, the forehead to the mat pose, the cocoon, little snail pose, you name it. Here are invitations, but you decide what to take, and maybe if you need to adjust what you're taking, so you're able to practice, to take action, to do, to move, to perform, to show your gifts to the world. Okay, let's do two more of those that you have decided are the best for you, but you can mix everything. You can put any pose in between. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we're moving up. Exhale, we're moving to the center. Okay, now we have generalities and everybody is spicing and adjusting, detailing each pose to their own necessities. Okay, inhale, we're moving and reaching hands up. Exhale, we're doing the fold, gazing to the back. Inhale, flattening the back. Exhale, transitioning. Inhale, the extension. Exhale, the rounding, or maybe lowering chest down. Inhale into the resting. We know when to stop, when to give ourselves a rest, a break, a breath. Breathe deeply in and slowly out. Get ready. Step. Flat back, inhale. Exhale. Grow tall, inhale. We're missing two. Remember, you can stop what you're doing and catch your breath if this is getting too intense for you. So 2 more rounds of salutations. Exhaling. Inhaling. Flattening the back. Exhaling. This is repetition. Remember, this is not buying junk food. This is not pleasure. This is actually effort. Inhale, extending. Exhale, dedication, rounding. Inhale, being very sure, being convinced. Exhale, going in, checking in. Where is my body? What I am feeling? How I am breathing? Take action, step forward, inhaling, almost there, exhaling, enjoying here, enjoying now, inhaling, dedication, discipline, exhaling, conviction to consistency. One last round. We're done. Inhale. Get the most out of this. Exhale, expressing the movement, stretching a bit more. Inhale, just flattening. Exhale, transitioning. Inhale, really open the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine. Maybe you're going to the cat. Inhale, transition into the resting pose. We're going to have 2 breaths here as we are wrapping up our class. Now that we're here, I want to take advantage to this pose and ask you to please say 2 things that you're thankful for. Very thankful for, and very thankful for this other thing. Being grateful consistently every day, repeating it, chanting how you're grateful for. That is a very good take of action. Step forward. Inhale, quality in your very last movements. Exhale, bowing down. Straight, 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 straight as much as possible. Inhale, you're almost done. This is a very good job. And exhale to the center. Celebrate this many salutation series that you just did. It's only taking us less than 40 minutes, less than 50 minutes, excuse me. Yeah, around 40 minutes. 40 minutes of consistency. Just feel how your body is moving now, your blood flow, your breath. Open your eyes wide, wide, wide. Start springing, start blooming with the weather. Open your eyes. Take your chest up, take your chin up into this kind of awakening pose. Open more your eyes, allow the light above you to enter into your eyes and brighten everything into the nerves, into your brain, asking for clarity, for energy, feeling ourselves uplifted. Clarity to know that we have the memory where we can recall the healthy habits, the safety things versus the ones that are not. And most important, that we have that power to choose. We are responsible. So open the chest again. For that people that feel very foggy today, very tired today, this is the moment where you want to open yourself to light, like a flashlight is illuminating your eyes and you're like, yeah, okay, I need to wake up, then open your eyes. Keep inhaling deeply, deeply, opening the chest, allowing the lungs to have space to breathe. And exhale, stay yourself with that pose. Feel the coccyx pointing down. You can wrap up the class today with just a very open, wide expression of your body, including your toes, your hands, your fingers, your tiny toes. Everything is opening, is wanting to have space and light to feel more awake. So this is for the people that's feeling down, then kind of stretch the body into awaken. Thank you very much for allowing me to move with you, and see you next time. Have a very good day.
Life is a winding